Hey, what is up, everybody? Redzilla here. Today we're going to do a breakdown of the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer. Alright, let's get into it. So first off, we got the what seems to be a mountain blowing up. Now, people speculate this is going to be where Mechagodzilla shows up, and in this next scene, we can actually see Mechagodzilla in the background. It doesn't look like Godzilla. Look at all the red on the chest, and it looks very metallic-y. It clearly looks like Mechagodzilla. This next shot has, militaries transporting Kong off appears to be Skull Island, and here you can see Kong sleeping, and he seems to be sedated while they transport him. Now, next we get a shot of the Warner Brothers logo. I'm getting a lot of Suicide Squad vibes here, which I'm hoping isn't the case, because I really did not like the Suicide Squad film. All the neon aesthetic really gives me that kind of vibe. So let's hope they don't go that route. Anyways, here we go. We got a nice shot of Kong sitting upright on the raft, looking at his chains, wondering what's going on. Here we got Mr. Team Kong over here. I am not bothered to look up his name because I'm going to be honest, I don't really care about much of the human characters in these films. Here's another shot of Mr. Team Kong here, looking up, talking about how Kong is the key. And then here we got one of the Iwi native girls who's apparently deaf. She's going to be able to communicate with Kong in some way. And in the shot, she's presenting him with a doll of himself. And so they're going to have some kind of interesting relationship. Usually Kong has a relationship with some kind of female character. And in this case, it's a little girl. So that's kind of interesting. Instead of a love interest, it's more of a protective parental bond that they've got, which is very interesting. And then this girl is also serving the same kind of purpose as a parental figure, like Kong is to this girl. Here we can see a nice shot of Kong with the little girl, showing how big Kong really is in this film. And as you can see, look how big the finger is compared to her. It's just, he's going to be absolutely massive in this film, and I can't wait to see it. So, yeah. And then here we can see she feels the wall, and she can feel the Godzilla roar vibrations, which is very interesting. We'll see how that goes. And then here we can see this dude. He looks kind of concerned what's coming up. And no doubt that Godzilla is on his way. Now we can see his dorsal plates come up, very much like Jaws' fin coming up out of the water. And he goes straight through this one battleship instead of going underneath like he did in the 2014 Godzilla. He goes straight through it because he doesn't give a fuck in this film. I can't wait for this. And then, yeah, we can see they're trying to shoot at him and stuff, and he clearly goes straight through the battleship. Just not even phased. And here's some more shots of them shooting at Godzilla, which is very interesting considering he was their savior in the last two films, which is, kind of sad that we're going to have an antagonistic Godzilla, but rumor has it that he's being provoked in some kind of negative way. I don't think that he's under mind control, but I do think that he has some kind of ulterior motive in this film. And you can see his tail coming up, very reminiscent of the 2014 Godzilla, destroying the jets and stuff. And just a lot of beautiful cinematography here. I love the daylight scenes and all this. It's very beautiful. Next shot, we got Kong looking scared over. Apparently, this is going to be, I think it's going to be after the whole battle. He's watching everything be destroyed. A little bit out of place here. And then there's Kong looking into the water, and he roars into the water, and Godzilla comes popping right out, and this will be the start of the whole battle. Now, this next scene coming up here is really badass, and I'm just gonna show you in its full entirety. And yeah. Now that shot was absolutely badass. I love it so goddamn much. You don't even know how much this really gets me going for this film. Now, anyways, to keep moving on, they say it's this year, which is not saying that it's going to come out March 26th, which could be, account for COVID. Possibly it could be pushed back a little bit further. In this next shot, we got Kong pushing Godzilla overboard. And then we got a bunch of missiles shooting out at Godzilla underneath the water. And then here we can see that the missiles are going down and detonating underneath the water to no avail. Godzilla's, pretty much a god at this point. You can't kill him with missiles. And then here he goes, charging up his atomic breath. And then, boom, he shoots his atomic breath straight up into the air through the ship. And Kong is on it. And he pulls a John McCain and just dives right off of it. And, it looks a little cheesy in this scene, I'm not going to lie. But I do like that the beam goes all the way up in the air like it does in the 2019 King of the Monsters film. It's like a nice little parallel between the two films. And here we can see another scene of Godzilla's dorsal plates. Really cool shot, just all together really cool. Here we go with what appears to be Mechagodzilla in the background with the Shirazawa's son, who is going to be one of the characters in this film. Here we can see Godzilla roaring at the city. Such a beautiful shot. I love the scenes in these films. There's sad Team Kong right here. I think he's looking at maybe a defeated Kong or something. Here we got Madison Russell, the character from King of the Monsters, with her gray hair for some reason in this scene. Alright, in this next shot, we can see Kong charging up his punch against Godzilla, only to have him throw down and have Godzilla actually bleed, which is going to be an interesting thing to see in these films. Actual Titan blood, which is going to be a little violent. And then here we can see Kong on top of what appears to be some kind of like Godzilla shrine or Godzilla corpse. Maybe it's one of his species or something. I'm guessing this is where he gets the battle axe in the film. He's also fighting one of the creatures from the Kong Skull Islands. This is Psycho Vultures, I believe that's what they're called. They could be something else, though. Here we can see Kong. Next, we get a good shot of Kong snarling what appears to be at Godzilla. Maybe it's Mechagodzilla, who knows? But it's a very nice shot, all the less. Next, we get to see Kong with his battle axe. It's nice, glowing red, and he's facing up against Godzilla, who roars at him, which is an awesome shot. I love it so goddamn much. It appears to be after the battle that they fight at the end of this trailer. Next, we get to see Kong fight up against two of the new characters called Warbat, which was originally called Nezuki, but it was renamed to Warbat in the toys. Very interesting to see how big these characters are. They're very long serpent-like creatures, and apparently they have acid blood, as you can see when they hit each other. Next, we see a shot that's very reminiscent of the scene in Skull Island when Kong puts his bloody handprint on the wall. Very similar to that. It's not the same wall. I've done a look back at the old scene, and it is very different of a wall. So this appears to be some kind of ancestor to Kong that put his hand there. Maybe it's a younger version of Kong that he's, putting his hand on and seeing how big he's grown. And this is in the Hollow Earth as well. And this is another shot of the Hollow Earth where Kong is jumping through it. Very interesting stuff here. Next, we get a shot of Madison Russell and the little kid from Deadpool 2 talking about how something's provoking Godzilla. Here we can see that Monarch is stumped. There's a bunch of little Easter eggs that could possibly relate to Apex, which is going to be the people that are going to make Mechagodzilla, apparently. I'm not quite for sure, but in this next shot, we get to see Godzilla destroying some cities, and I think this might be Apex facilities or something along those lines. I don't think Godzilla is straight outright a villain in this film, but it's also very interesting to see him in a antagonistic light, unlike a hero that he's usually. And that shot was absolutely amazing. I don't need to say anything about that shot. It's self-explanatory. I absolutely love it. Such a beautiful shot. I can't wait to see this movie. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. All that other YouTube bullshit. And I'll see you in the next trailer. See ya.